Hello, beautiful friends. Happy February. I'm back with another weekly tarot reading, a quick hit to see what might be going on for your week ahead of February 2nd through the 8th, your weekly tarot reading for all signs. You want to find out what's going on? Keep watching. So this is your weekly tarot energy check-in for the week of February 2nd through the 8th. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Stella Wilde. I like to give you the intuitive information you need to create real change in your life using tarot and astrology. Please check out your monthly astrology and tarot money and career reading. That has already been uploaded to the channel. I'll leave a link to it in the description. And also, you might want to check out your new moon and Aquarius video. That is some great energy to power up your visions for your future in 2025. I will be back with another 2025 year ahead reading for all the signs coming up this week. So stay tuned. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit the bell so you don't miss when that comes out. And also 2025 mini horoscope readings are also on the channel for each sign. Okay, so this reading's timestamped. Timestamps are in the first pinned comment and in the description of the video. Let's see what you need to know about your week ahead, February 2nd through the 8th. Aries, we start the week off on Sunday with the moon in your sign. So that is very nice. And then on Tuesday, Venus goes into your sign. So this could be a good week for you. Let's see what you need to know for your week ahead. Energies that you can use to power through the week. All right, let's see. Aries. We have a King of Pentacles and we have a Seven of Pentacles. You're all about the money this week and making some decisions about the money. So that's interesting. I think that, especially the first couple of days of the week, you may be kind of pausing and reflecting about some new beginnings that you would like in your money life, in your creative life, in your career life. The moon, of course, will be in your second house of money Tuesday, Wednesday. So you will definitely be focused in on maybe getting your finances straightened out, paying some bills for the month ahead, that type of thing. But we have you really in command of your finances this week. Like, this is a strong pause, a reevaluation to make some sort of decision. You might be making an important decision by the end of the week in terms of, what you're going to invest your time and energy into going forward. This may be something that you're planning to spend money on, maybe around the 20th of the month. That's also possible. But it can be that there is an announcement coming in about some sort of money matter, or you're making phone calls. This can be phone calls. You're making phone calls about, to the bank, to bills, dealing with bills, paying bills over the phone, paying bills online, that type of thing. So it's a very money-focused week, I think, for you. But also with this judgment, I think you want some sort of rebirth with your finances from this energy. I mean, things are not bad. This is very good. The King of Pentacles is suggesting some maturity. Like, you have a mature approach about your finances. And as I said in the money and career reading that I already uploaded to the channel, when Venus goes into Aries, all of us, you don't have to be an Aries for this, but all of us can sometimes feel a little impulsive about our finances. Like, we kind of want it and we want it now. And, we may not think of longer term implications of, spending money. So, I think this week, especially, even though Venus is going into your sign, there seems to be a maturity and a pausing and a reflecting. Is this really what I want? And then also, like, making very deliberate decisions about the investments that you are wanting to make. And, Pentacles, yes, can be money, but it can also be investments of your energy. So end of your time. So I think this is very good. I think by the end of the week, maybe there's an interesting decision, an important phone call, some sort of contact maybe you'll be making to help you pursue a financial goal. That's very possible. But I do think a certain piece of communication is going to be important for you in the week ahead regarding your finances. And I feel it's more of something, it's a phone call. It's a conversation or a phone call. All right, Taurus, let's see what you need to know for your week ahead. So the moon is in your sign on Tuesday and Wednesday. On Tuesday, Jupiter finally goes direct in Gemini, which is your second house of show me the money. So that is very nice. And you know, when the moon is transiting our own sign, it does tend to usually have a more kind of feel-good factor to it. So your power days are Tuesday and Wednesday. All right, but there could be some interesting news or opportunities finally. Go watch your money career reading that I already posted because of Jupiter going direct in your house of money. So let's see what you need to know for the week ahead, the 2nd through the 8th. Look, news about money, Page of Coins, and there's your energy, the Hierophant. And the Hermit, that's your 5th house. There's the Virgo. Okay, so there could be some... There absolutely can be some sort of important news coming to you about your finances that's deeply personal to you because your energy showing up here is the Hierophant. But here's the thing, the Hierophant and the Hermit are both very spiritual energies. So I think if you have been doing the work, if you have been working on yourself, if you have been committed to improving yourself in some way, which I'm sure you have been, if you have been doing this, and by that I mean spiritual, if you've been doing the spiritual work, the inner work, the psychological work, the, self-examination, like all of those things, like you've been very retrospective, you've been committed to doing better, to living up to like a higher vibration, been working on yourself. I mean, this is your energy too, the coin that's showing up here. So I think because you've been taking a very patient and spiritual approach and or perspective on your situation, especially perhaps regarding finances, you could be having some important news this week. And the Hierophant can be, yes, some sort of commitment. There could be a commitment to sign up and study something spiritual. And Jupiter going direct in your 2nd house. I mean, Jupiter does rule the 9th house, which is about spirituality. So those of you who've been kind of contemplating, I want to take a class on, herbal medicine or whatever, you've been contemplating something, with a spiritual healing bent to it and wanting to study, this Page of Coins is study something along those lines, but do it in a more formal, organized way, like actually with a teacher, not just on your own. On your own is fine. But this is more like structured. There is a teacher involved. Even the Hermit can be a teacher. So I think some of you may be signing up for something like that. It could be a one-off workshop. It could be a multi-week workshop. It could be something like that. Some of you could be getting news about receiving some sort of scholarship or financial aid of some kind that could help you either with studying something or an internship or, something like that. So very interesting. I think also some of you, it's possible, could be receiving news about some sort of creative effort that you've been working on your own, and maybe somebody is interested in it. Somebody could be, you could find a mentor, or somebody could want to mentor you. It's the classic thing here of, your 5th house of creativity, something you do alone in a room, which is like writing or creating or being a creator or whatever. And here's somebody who could help advance you in some way, and perhaps signing up with them to, accelerate your process. It could be a coach, a life coach, a business coach, somebody who's going to coach you to get your manuscript to publish, whatever you are doing on your own, Hermit, in a creative way. You could discover this week through research, Page of Coins, somebody who can help you go to the next level with something along those lines, if that applies to your life. All right, Gemini, let's see what you need to know about your week ahead. The moon goes into your sign Thursday and Friday. So those will be your power days of the week ahead. And of course, Jupiter goes direct in your sign on Tuesday, February 4th. So that is some good news for you. Things will finally start moving forward. You may feel a sense of reinvigoration, of things finally starting to feel better. It's been a little rough. January's been a kind of rough energy, but now we're in February. Yay. All right. We had, look, beautiful, 8 of Wands and the Strength card. So double eights, very lucky. And some more Leo energy, King of Wands here. So this is pumped. You are pumped this week. You got to pace yourself. I mean, you are feeling very passionately strong about something in the week ahead. Okay. Now, this could be you're feeling the passionate vibe for a fire sign. That's possible. You could be strengthening your relationship with a fire sign person. Doesn't have to be male, but just we're getting the energy here. You could be involved in a lot of errands, a lot of activities. It's going to be a very strong week to get things accomplished on your agenda. This is the King of Wands. Like you are large and in charge, commanding, like this is what we're doing. This is where we're going. This is what's happening. And with the Strength, it does suggest to perhaps be gentle with those around you who are not as fast, you know, and it could be literally fast, like you're doing something and they're like 12 steps behind you, you know, or it could also just be mentally they're not as quick on the trigger as you are, so to speak. Because of course we know as a Gemini, you're extremely quick-witted and intelligent, and you are 5 steps ahead of everybody else. So it could be something like that, to have that patience, because this is kind of, you know, fired up gung-ho energy here. We do have Venus going into Aries. There could be, if you have a passionate, intimate connection in your life, if you do, it could be very passionate and intimate this week. It's very possible. With these energies, if that applies to your life. We have Venus going into Aries, which is your 9th house of expansion and wanting to just kind of go out there and move and groove and get things done. And that's what this energy is speaking to. This is also, if you're contemplating getting back to the gym, if that's part of your, 2025 resolutions, this is very active. Like, I'm back doing aerobics and strength training, both of these things. This could be signing up to have somebody, whether it's male or female, doesn't matter, have somebody be a personal trainer. So if you haven't done that yet and you've been kind of thinking about it, maybe this is the week to commit to that. Especially Venus in Aries, which can be a very helpful energy when it comes to beautification of the body through physical exercise. That can be a helpful, supportive astrology energy. So I think this is a week where you're feeling fired up, you're feeling passionate, you're ready to go. The Leo energy here that we have here is your 3rd house of the local environment. So there could be a lot of errands, a lot of things you're getting done. There's nothing negative here, but if you're in a rush, just be careful driving, because that is also the 3rd house and Mars is retrograde. So you just want to pay attention. Doesn't mean something bad's going to happen. Just pay attention, because you are busy. You're busy and you're maybe distracted. So don't be, especially when you're driving. And, there could be a lot of communications, a lot of just a lot of very fiery, get it done energy this week. Okay. Especially with that Leo 3rd house being activated. All right, Cancer, let's see what you need to know. For your week ahead, February 2nd through the 8th, the moon will be in your sign on Saturday the 8th. So that could be your best day of the week. Usually it's good when the moon returns to our sun sign. So you may want to do something special for yourself on the weekend. All right, let's see what you need to know, Cancer, about your week ahead. Let us see. 2 of Wands and the 10 of Coins. Very nice. And the Star. Beautiful. Beautiful. So you could, this week's focus may be on some future plans about your long-term financial security. Now, please go watch your money, career, and business reading for the month ahead. I already uploaded that. But, I read what comes up for every week, whatever we got going on. But we have, of course, long-term financial planning with the 10 of Coins, investments, you know, where you see yourself headed. This can be also real estate matters and big investments of money, like the type of money we put into a retirement account, or the type of money we put into a down payment for a home, or buying a car, or whatever. Like, this is a significant amount of money. And then we have a star, which is our Aquarian energy. It's about the future. And of course, Pluto is in Aquarius. This is your 8th house of other people's money. So I think that, and the 8th house is also investments, inheritances, which can also be this 10 of coins, mortgages, refinancing, debts, like all the money things that we have to deal with other people. Okay. But I also look at the 8th house as the people who pay us, which, yes, could be clients if you own a business, but also your employer. They pay you. That's other people's money, and they put it to you in your bank account, right? So there could be something going on where you've been waiting on news, maybe from your employer, about a raise or some promotion, right, with this here, or some new direction that might open up, like a new position might open up with more money. You've been waiting to apply for it. It could be something like that. You could also have been weighing and measuring, changing up your world in some way through maybe retirement or switching careers or switching jobs. Maybe this has been going on for the last 2 months. And maybe this is the week, especially when the moon is in your sign on Saturday, that you maybe finally make a decision. I think there's information you are weighing and assessing with this 2 of Wands. More information may come in. The news may be better than what you're thinking in terms of what's available to you with these 2 gorgeous cards. So I like this. I like this very much. But you know, you're definitely weighing your options this week when it comes to future directions for big money moves and big money investments. And remember, big money is relative to each person. You know, this person, $1,000 is big money. This person, it's $10,000. So whatever that means for you. All right, Leos, let's see what you need to know for your week ahead, February 2nd through the 8th. Leos. Let's see what you got going on. Judgment. And a 2 of Cups. And a 9 of Cups. Okay, if you've been waiting to hear from somebody, you're going to be hearing from them. If that's been your wish. This is like back in the old days when, you know, we had rotary phones, you know, phones that hung on a wall, not were stuffed in your pocket. But back in the old days, remember, it was like, get somebody on the horn, get them on the blower, like that old slang expression. Yes, that's how old I am. Anyway, that's like kind of what this is, especially with this, right? So someone's on the horn to you. Hello, Leo. And they're calling you. They're connecting with you. So there's an opportunity here. It could be somebody from your past. That is possible. Now, we're going to have a lot of that shenanigans going on in March and the first half of April with the Venus retrograde and also Mercury retrograde, where people from our past, just the whole collective, may be, you know, on the blower, like, you know, trying to hit the reset button. Oh, you know, haven't heard from you. Yeah, there's a reason you haven't heard from me. All right, so there can be somebody, it could be somebody from your past, but, you know, you were maybe secretly wishing to hear from them. 9 of Cups. I mean, you're happy about this. Now, it could just be the happiness of the ego boost. Like, oh yeah, they called me, you know. You're going to have to apply the energies to your life and discern the motives. But if it's not somebody from your past, it can just be a delightful connection that is somebody who wants to get together with you. Now, this also, I mean, I read 2 of Cups. It can be romantic, but there's strong desire here on your part to hear from this person. To connect with this person, whatever. Now, it could be about some sort of face-to-face meeting, like a job interview. Go watch your money, career, business reading. It's already been uploaded to the channel for February, okay? So, I mean, it could be something like that. It could be an important meeting with a doctor. This over here, like you've been waiting on an opinion to hear a decision, you know, with a medical professional because of the medical symbolism that's in this card. And maybe the news is good. Again, this is a general reading, okay? But it could be good, like whatever you're wishing for, it could be good, okay, with this 9 of Cups here. Okay? So, you know, whatever thing is going on here, just be alert that, make sure you're paying attention to your phone and who's dialing in, because I think you really do want to hear from this person. If you're in a love scenario, if you're in the dating world, this could be that you have made a decision that you really do want to connect with this particular person. Like maybe you were kind of trying to figure it out. And then you decided, yeah, that really is the person I want to connect with. So there could be a date. You know, there could be some sort of date, first date, second date. We got the 2 here and the 2 over here. So it could be that you're deciding to meet up with somebody again, you know, go on that second date. That's also possible. It could be being called back for a second interview. So there's, you know, with the 2s here, it could be like the second meeting that is important that you've been wanting to have and connect with the person. All right, Virgos, let's see what you need to know for your week ahead of February 2nd through the 8th. What is happening for the Virgos? Let us see. Okay. I saw the bottom of the deck. I got to do it again. I don't want to see the bottom. I'm looking away. All right. Hierophant and the moon. Okay. And the sun. Okay. All right. You're trying to find out some facts about a situation. It's very interesting, moon and the sun here. So you are maybe in doubt about your own commitment or somebody else's commitment to you. This is our Taurus. This is your 9th house of also travel. So it could be like you're kind of wondering if you should commit to like a travel, especially since we have the Leo showing up here, the travel energy with the sun card. Especially considering, I mean, God rest all of those people's souls. My God, with, you know, the air disasters this last week, you know, you could be like fearful and worried about and doubting whether you should commit to a plane trip, as an example. So that's one way to look at it, especially because this is your 9th house, which is the house of travel. But it can also just be some sort of something you're wanting to commit to. You're thinking about committing to it. And it's something big because it's the Hierophant showing up here. So it's a significant investment commitment of your energy. You could be fearing that commitment in some way. It's like you want it, the sun, but you also don't want it. You're on the fence. You're going back and forth about this commitment. Now, the 9th house, as I said with this Taurus, the 9th house can be about being exposed to the world. It's a world house. So, and we have being in the spotlight with the sun card. The moon card, I'm not in the spotlight with the moon card. I'm hidden away. So again, it's like the opposites here. You could be trying to make a commitment between, you know, a day job and a night job, or taking on a second job. That is the moon as well. So, you know, I think it's going to depend on what you decide. Of course, it's up to you. But I would say here what the tarot is advising is really examine this moon card. Are your fears leading the show? Are your fears doing the talking? And are your fears talking you out of what could be a very joyful, lucrative, and exciting experience for you? Okay, so that's what I would say this week in pondering this commitment. You may or may not make the decision this week. Maybe this is just about thinking about it very clearly, which you should, because as I said, this is a fairly significant commitment with the Hierophant here. Now, the other possibility here is somebody could present you with an opportunity, the Hierophant, of a commitment. Like they present you with this opportunity, a contract, or like, you know, we want to sponsor you, or we want you to do XYZ. We want you on board, blah, blah, blah. And you may have a little weird feeling in your tummy with this moon, and you're like, let my intuition tune in with that. And you may do some investigation. That's the moon. You go all psychic detective, and you may actually go literal detective and do some Googling and see, you know, what is this person, or are they legit, etc. You may find out that whatever's coming in is actually legit, because this is the last card that we pulled. But again, do your due diligence, do your homework. This is just general reading here on YouTube. Okay, so you'll see, you'll figure it out. All right, Libras, let's see what you need to know for your week ahead, February 2nd through the 8th. Libras, let us see. Two of Swords. And the Judgment. And the Six of Swords. Okay, that's good. So you may spend the first 2 days of the week mulling over some sort of decision. With this Two of Swords and Judgment card. But you will make a decision because the Six of Swords is here. So by the 6th or by the end of the week, whichever way, you will be making a decision to move on and ease any mental stress that you're under in terms of making this decision. I think what's important here is that when you're evaluating this decision-making process is that you think of your own mental well-being. The Six of Swords here. Okay, which is your energy. This is your energy too, the Two of Swords. Swords representing the air, and you're an air sign, of course. So I think that this is about your mental well-being and emotionally leaving something behind, releasing it, and getting to some sort of safe place, a safe place for yourself. And that just may be more like a mental attitude or a mental perspective. And to be at peace with your decision with this Judgment card. The Judgment can be a very karmic card. So if this applies, if this involves cutting off some sort of communication or association, it could be just a temporary cutting off. I mean, that's possible. But it may not be. It might be permanent because this karmic with the Judgment, it could be, that you're coming to terms with this Two of Swords of really letting somebody go or a situation go once and for all, because you don't want to repeat a karmic cycle. You may be very finished with a karmic cycle this week. And it's like you're coming to that mental point of you can release it with that peace. Like you're not going to have that knot in your stomach anymore. It's like, you know what? No. Like, I'm good. I'm good with this. This is still maybe a tiny bit of a knot in your stomach with Two of Swords here. You have very personal reasons for wanting to move along from some sort of, probably, like I said, karmic contract or association. And that's okay, right? Like you can have personal reasons about it. You don't always have to be like, explaining it to people. Like you can just be like, no, this doesn't work for me anymore. I am done with that. I learned whatever I had to learn. And it's giving me too much mental agita. It's keeping me like stuck and I can't, I got to move on with my life. So that's what this is. I think this is very good. This will be very productive for you. And there could be some sort of important phone call or announcement or conversation that you're going to be having to let the person know. I don't think this is a ghosting situation. I would recommend not a ghosting. This is actually like, yeah, just calling to let you know I'm going to be doing whatever and, whatever. I can't show up anymore to XYZ that you're expecting me to show up to, blah, 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 I got too much on my plate. And you don't have to elaborate further. That's all. You're taking care of yourself. You got too much on your plate. You can't give time and attention constantly away. You're done with this karmic contract. So I like this for you. I feel like there's mental peace coming to you this week through some sort of decision you're making for your own mental well-being. All right, Scorpio. Let's see what you need to know for your week ahead, February 2nd through February 8th. Scorpio. Oh, isn't that beautiful? 10 of Cups. And a Queen of Coins. Oh, and a Wheel. All right. So double tens here. This is very interesting. So, of course, our tarot reading is from the 2nd to the 8th, but I would say the 10th of the month is probably going to be important for you with double tens showing up here. Of course, that's next week. It's energy, but sometimes the tarot doesn't listen to our timing and wants to alert us to some other timing that might be coming up. But nevertheless, We have the moon in Taurus this week. We have the Taurus energy showing up here with the Queen of Pentacles, very focused on manifesting her desires. The moon is in Taurus on Tuesday, Wednesday. So Tuesday, Wednesday could be the beginning of some sort of happy change, a happy turning of events for you. There is an emphasis on a happy change this week with the 10 of Cups and the Wheel. So this could be some sort of travel to see a family member or close friend. This could be just feeling like things are starting to flow a lot better. There could be, with the Queen of Pentacles here, some sort of happy news coming to the home about something financially related. So this is very, very nice. Now, the wheel does represent Jupiter energy. Jupiter goes direct on Tuesday in your 8th house of other people's money, Scorpio. So there could be things finally moving forward for you with allocation of resources, inheritances, taxes, refinancing, investments, all of those 8th house big money type scenarios that go on. But I feel like the wheel's turning in your favor in the week ahead. Focus on your joy with the 10 of Cups here. Focus on spending time with a person who you enjoy spending time with. Yes, you could actually get together and hang out, but it could also be just talking to them on the phone. We all live such scattered, busy lives these days. Sometimes that's the only way to connect is on the phone, or through like a FaceTime or whatever. But this is a good week to maybe manifest with the Queen of Coins here, some sort of opportunity. There could be a surprise opportunity that lands in your lap. That is another possibility. And by opportunity, I mean, that means different things. That could be an invitation. It could be a little gift from the universe, or whatever it might be. That something, the wheel, the Jupiter of gifts and goodies, 8th house for me is very much universe energy because it's the bearer of gifts. Especially with Jupiter in your 8th house. So there could be some beautiful gift, like all just lands in your lap, something very serendipitous. There could be divine timing. Definitely. You could run into an old friend in the week ahead and have a nice catch up. Like you run into each other in the coffee shop and it's like, oh yeah. And then you hang out and you connect. So this could be a very, very nice, it should be a week that flows for you, a nice, easygoing, flowing week. Focus on what makes you happy. Definitely. All right, Sagittarius, let's see what you need to know for your week ahead, February 2nd through the 8th. Saggies, a message for you, Sagittarius. Five of Swords and a Chariot. Okay. And the 7 of Cups. All right. This is what I am feeling. I do think you are going to be victorious with some sort of shenanigan that may come up this week. The 5 of Swords showing up here. This may be something that happens on Saturday because this is Cancer. Moon is in Cancer on Saturday. But it could happen to lead up to Saturday. It could happen when the moon's in Gemini Thursday, Friday with this 5 of Swords here. This can be victory and success, and so is this, obviously. But I'm going me, very honest, maybe to my detriment, but, I don't like the 7 of Cups here that comes after, because what I am feeling is, if you think that you win the battle, but do you win the war is the question. And of course, this is a metaphor. This person's walking away, that person's walking away. So you are victorious, but you may be deluding yourself if you think this person is going to go away permanently or that situation. You may need to live to fight another day. Okay? So I just want you to be aware of that. So there could be progress. 7, the Chariot's good here. There could be progress. You're feeling in command of a situation, but don't kid yourself that it's completely finished yet, is my point. Now, doesn't mean negativity necessarily, but it could just mean that this person comes back one more time and or whatever this is, and you got to deal with it again and deal with it again. But you are in a strong position with the Chariot, and you can see a roadblock removed, which is whatever this is. At least, again, for a temporary situation, the next block ahead is removed. But what comes, in the next week or two type energy, which is why you need to subscribe to the channel and check back for your next weeklies as well to see what's going on. Okay, but, it's okay. I just, you could be dealing, this again may not be you, but you could be dealing with somebody who is not getting the message. The Seven of Cups. They are not hearing what you are saying, even though you're expressing it very clearly. But that could be the type of individual you're dealing with. They're living in a fantasy land, la la land. They're believing and hearing what they want to when you've been very clear and you've had to maybe put them on notice. Five of Swords, like, hello, no, back it up, dude or dudette. But I really want to emphasize with the Chariot here, you are in a very strong position. But just be on the lookout. I mean, that's the other thing with the Chariot. This person has a very clear vantage point of what's going on because, the Chariot's up here, not down on street level. Like it's, so they're really seeing the fuller picture. So, you'll see when this person decides to once again be delusional and try to stir up something. That's what I'm feeling. I mean, apply the energies to your life. The Chariot's also a swift energy, though. So it could be possibly that you can, if you move fast enough, this is another way to look at this. With this, if you move fast enough, you may disappear so fast they'll be eating your dust and they won't be able to track you down, find you, or harass you again. That's another possibility here. So once the dust settles, so to speak, get out, move fast. Don't be lingering around and to see if they got the message. Like this guy, see this guy standing here is like, all right, did you get my message? Did you get it? Like, I'm done with you. Like, you don't need to wait around to find out. Just get out of there. Just be done with it because they got something going on and you don't want to be any part of it with that Seven of Cups. All right, Capricorn, let's see what you need to know for your week ahead, February 2nd through the 8th. Cappies, so what is going on? Capricorn. This card's been coming up a lot in these weekly readings this week. Judgment and an Eight of Wands. And the Hermit. All right, well, you're evaluating some options this week. This is your 9th house, big picture perspective, your Virgo. Where do you see yourself going in life? It's very philosophical, very spiritual. I think that you're, making some very spiritual, very karmic decisions for yourself in the week ahead, Capricorn, about some options, about how quickly you want to move ahead with certain things. You may need some time to spend quietly with yourself to see what's really working and what's not working in your life. Eight of Wands, like what looks like it can blossom and bloom when we get to the springtime in 8 weeks. Sorry, people down under. And what is just you're not going to invest your time anymore into. So I think that's some stuff you're making decisions about this week. There could be a flurry with this Judgment and this Eight of Wands, a flurry all of a sudden of people wanting to talk to you, go out with you, connect with you. If you work for yourself, have your services, book appointments with you, that type of thing this week. Very possible. Especially if you work as a solopreneur type thing with the Hermit showing up here. You could be burning the midnight oil, the Hermit. You could be working later hours than you normally do. But that's because you maybe also try to wrap a few things up with this Eight of Wands. You know, it just depends on how you interpret this Eight of Wands. It could be like this thing is almost finished, this longer wand, and you're like, yeah, I just want to get that done and off my plate. These shorter ones, they can wait for another day, so I just want to wrap those up. So, you know, depending on what you have going on, some things are almost ready to be completed. You just want to get them off your plate. But I think it's going to be a busy week. There may be a balance of social and alone time with the Hermit here. Or it could just be a lot of people bugging you at work. And you just want to be left alone. This is classic Capricorn theme. Just want to be left alone to do what I got to do. And they keep coming at me and asking me to do this, this, and this when I got all these other things I need to do. So it can be a week like that. But, and I think by the weekend, you're probably going to want to just have a little chill time. But it's going to be a busy week. I think a productive week. And yeah. But for those of you who are in the midst of evaluating a couple of different things in your life of whether you should continue to invest in them, this is a week to kind of really start making those decisions, like writing down the list and starting to say, yeah, that's got to go. I'm not going to do that anymore. This, nah, this, yes, you know, like that type of thing. All right, Aquarius, let's see what you need to know for your week ahead. February 2nd through the 8th, Jupiter going direct in your 5th house of luck. So things should start to improve starting Tuesday and all the way to June 9th. Lucky breaks, lucky scenarios. So let's see what you need to know here, Aquarius. We have the 7 of Wands, and we have the Moon, and we have the Ace of Swords. All right, you are getting a handle on yourself this week. That's what's happening. So you are trying to rebalance. You're trying to set boundaries. But I think you're trying to set a boundary with yourself because we have your energy here, but it could be with another person. I mean, it's possible. So let's read it first with yourself. Aces for me are about the self. This is your ace. It's the sword. So, and that is about your mind. This is doubts and fears and, you know, shadow material type stuff. This is you trying to keep your balance and trying to navigate through maybe some thorny situations. Emotionally, shadow work, materially, that type of thing. So I think you are trying to clear your mind and take a stand with yourself and get yourself together this week and maybe work through the Moon, some sort of emotional situation that is causing chaos, doubts, fears, like kind of an emotional roller coaster, emotional discombobulation, especially with this, like, whatever this is starting to affect your daily life. Like it's starting to affect your job performance with the 7 of Wands, like how the energy levels you have. Maybe also with the 7 of Wands, which is Mars energy, can be very snappy and very like irritable. So, and telling everybody to just back off. Like it's just very prickly. It could be very prickly energy with this Moon. So, and you're not liking that vibe. You're not liking that vibe because that's really not who you are. So I think with this, you're cutting out your own BS this week and you're saying enough is enough. I've got to get clarity because that's what this is. Mental clarity, mental and emotional clarity on whatever this thing is. Because sometimes we don't want to look at the stuff that's the Moon. We don't want to deal with it. Who does really? I mean, you know, but we all need to because otherwise it runs the show. And you don't want it running your show anymore. You want to run your show. The higher vibe of you, the clarity of mind of you wants to run your show. So I think you're taking yourself in hand, as I said this week. You're making a firm decision with yourself, a line in the sand, enough is enough. And you are probably going to make some sort of important decision. I mean, this could be that you've been fighting, making a decision that you really don't want to make. And it's possible that it's about letting go of some sort of relationship or connection, possibly something to do with your home because of the Moon showing up here, you know, or really finally putting your foot down with a Moon type person, the Moon and Tarot type person who is maybe manipulative, who has a lot of problems. And it's starting to really affect you. Like you're getting drawn into their drama and you don't want that anymore. because it is starting to really affect you. So that Ace of Swords could be cutting off that type of situation. All right, Pisces, let's see what you need to know for your week ahead, February 2nd through the 8th. Pisces, let's see what you need to know. Pisces. Queen of Queensies and the Page of Swords and the Three of Cups. Beautiful. All right, so there could be some news that will make you be dancing and hooting and hollering here and very happy. So there could be a manifestation coming to fruition for you in the week ahead with the Queen of Pentacles showing up. Now, our moon is in Taurus, our pentacle energy, on Tuesday, Wednesday. So there might be something, some sort of news of an opportunity, a blessing, a gift, something landing in your lap and news of it coming and arriving. And here you are responding to that news like yippee-ki-yay. 3 cups. So whether you're dancing in the streets or dancing between the sheets, you're gonna be happy. You're gonna be happy with this this manifestation, whatever it might be here with the Page of Swords. So it could be an email, a text, a phone call, some sort of important conversation as well. If you've been, here's another way to look at it. If you've been manifesting someone, if you're in the romantic world and you've been really pouring your energy on manifesting somebody who you can have a lot of fun with, let's just put it that way, whether it's romantic or a friend or something like that, the news of that could be arriving this week. Like there's energy of maybe going out and having fun with a group of people. You could meet somebody, or it's a casual group, it's not a huge group, but a group dating situation where a bunch of people gather. It's like the Friends coffee house. It's like that type of thing. Also, what's possible though too, the Three of Cups can be performance. So it can be something here of news if you're in the performing world, musician, artist, dramatist, whatever you're doing. With performing arts especially, there could be some news, again, of a gig. You book a gig, your song got picked up by somebody. It's like that type of energy, like something like that. So this is definitely, I would say, a week, especially on Saturday when the moon is in Cancer, your 5th house of love and romance and creativity and pleasure and having a good time, that you go out. Now, I'm a hermit. I really don't ever go out. But if you're not a hermit, or even if you are a little bit of a hermit, you might want to try to go out with a little group of friends and just have some fun Saturday afternoon or Saturday night or something like that, whatever floats your boat. And just have some joy and pleasure. So this looks good. There looks like it could be some sort of opportunity manifesting. And of course, the Taurus energy, that is your 3rd house of communication. So there could be, with this Page of Swords, some important news coming to you. It could be also something about writing, speaking, teaching, networking, and sales as well, with the Taurus 3rd house and this Page of Swords showing up. So it could be a contract negotiation, or finally getting the word of, again, saying yes. There's something manifesting for you in that area. Like you could be, if you're in sales, like you could be manifesting a big sale as an example. If you're in teaching, maybe you get the class you want or whatever that you want to teach. Or if you're in networking, you finally get the invitation that you've been wanting to join that particular networking group. It's like that type of thing. So this is good energy. This is very, very good energy, but definitely make sure you have some time to enjoy yourself on Saturday. So thank you so much for joining me for your February 2nd to February 8th week ahead at Tarot. Quick hit tarot, quick energies, check in with energies for your week ahead. Please leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on with you. I love to hear, and I try to respond to as many comments as I can, which is so fun for me. So thank you so much for leaving them. If you want to share the video out, hit that thumbs up. That would be very much appreciated as well, to help the channel with the YouTube algorithm, which continues to be a mystery to me. So, but if you'd like to do that, it'd be great. Check out, there's lots of new videos on the channel. If you've missed them, or you haven't, the YouTube hasn't presented them to you. We have a year ahead of the snake, which is a little story I tell about the time I lived with a snake. We have the new moon in Aquarius video. We have your February money and career video. I will be putting out another video in probably around the middle of the week as well, looking at some more sign-specific energies for your 2025 with a special oracle deck. So you want to definitely subscribe and hit the bell so you'll get notified when that rock and rolls out. And lots of other things planned for the channel. There also, I'm going to make a separate video on this, but there is going to be a change in my YouTube channel membership. We have the Stellar Supporter level. We have the middle level, which is you'll get a bonus video every month. And then the Stellar Circle membership is the one where we have monthly lives with me and we do individual card pulls. We talk astrology. We, just very supportive circle. So if any of that interests you, you can, learn about that on the channel. And would love to see you and have you in there. And for all of the current members, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. You guys are awesome. Couldn't do all this without you and without, of course, all of you who watch the videos and share them and like them and leave comments. You guys mean so much to me. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. All right. Love you guys. Take care. I will see you again soon. Have a great week. Stella Wilde signing out.